Alright, it is Monday morning. I want to run through some of my scalping plans that I just made and see if we can take any live trades today. So first, I can run through market structure. We've had a lot of flip-flops in market structure. We know that this was higher low, higher high here, and then we had the bearish flip right here. So it went from higher high to lower low, then it went to higher high, then it went to lower low. So primary structure is flipping all over the place and it's not really relevant right now. So I decided to take structure from the last swing point, which would be up here. So this structure looks something like this, where the last lower high came in right here. And then we just came down to put in a lower low. So right now, this is one trade idea, is a SFP of this market structure point, and it is lining up with the value area high. So I think that this is a pretty decent potential idea here. Another thing that I want to point out real quick is that we do have some absorption at the point of control of this range. It's not a whole lot. I mean, we did see a large increase of open interest here, so maybe it is a decent amount of longs getting absorbed here. So I might actually take a little scalp just off of that point of control. Okay, yeah, so took a little scalp there. All right, back to my ideas. So this is based on market structure, pretty much my only short idea, and my two long ideas would be either this wick or this wick, an SFP of either of them. If we SFP'd this first wick, then my target would be whatever the high is. So if this ends up being the high up here, then that would be my target for that. My first target at least, I'd probably take at least 50% of the trade out, and if things are still looking good, I can let the rest ride. If not, I can take more profits. And if we SFP this low, then my target would be this high up here. So two potential long ideas here. I can mark out this wick as well. And other than that, I mean, I will be watching this local range. If we see, for example, bullish absorption at the value area low, then that is an idea I could trade. I could just trade it to the opposite end of the range. And yeah, right now my first target for this short scalp is the value area low, since we saw absorption at the point of control. I could watch VWAP. In fact, I'm going to put an alert in front of VWAP just in case we start to see some bullish signs at VWAP. We might not come down to hit that value area low, so I don't want to get front ran. And yeah, that is basically my local plans at the moment. My plans from yesterday still technically stand because we have not taken out this low yet, so we still could come up to pretty much continue this downtrend. We still have not put in a lower high after this lower low yet, so that lower high could come in this area. We could come all the way back up here and still put in a lower high, so all these ideas are still valid, but if we take out this low over here, then they will not be. So I will check back in a little bit when we see something happen with price. Alright, well, these kind of things happen sometimes. This was a good trade. Ended up being a winning trade. I locked in 1.64% from it, but I accidentally closed the whole thing. I saw this wick, and let me zoom in on this wick. I saw this wick pulling away, and we even got a little move back above the VWAP. Kind of started bouncing around here. I was like, okay, let me TP a little early. I had my first TP set at this low. I was like, all right, let me move it up a little bit, and I was using a new exchange, so made a little oopsie and closed out my whole position here. So yeah, I mean, it's still a good short. I could have made more from it, but it was still a good short trade for being just a little scalp. So I'm a little salty, but I can't be too mad about it. It's still a winning trade, and now we can just look for the next one. We move on from that. Unfortunately, in order to get to my next trade, we have to come a long ways down, and I would have liked to be in a short for that scenario if it were to happen. So right now it looks like we are reclaiming the value area low. Hopefully we can hold it. because I would much prefer if we could come up here and SFP this high now and then come down to this low. That would be best case scenario for me right now. That would make me feel a lot less salty about closing my whole trade out here. So we'll see how that goes, and I'll check back in a little bit. All right, so I really can't complain here. I got 2 profitable trades, even though this one would have been a lot better had I kept half of it open like I wanted to instead of closing the whole thing out up there. But either way, I did take this trade as well. We SFP'd the more internal wick, and we came very close to taking out this wick down here. And yeah, I hit my first TP up around this value area low. Right now seems like we are getting a little resistance on that. VWAP is right around there as well. But I kind of want to look through Market Cipher and decide whether I want to leave my stop loss at break even for this one, or if I'm going to put it to my entry. Because like I said, my ultimate target for this trade would be this high up here, the high that produced the move down to the SFP. So I think right now I'm more keen to leave my stop loss at break even for this one. Money flows in the red, but it is starting to turn up on some of these time frames. Momentum overall is pretty low. We're down to the -60 line, so it seems like we definitely have room to come to the upside. And looking over on Coinalyze, we also saw a lot of longs open up here. Yeah, I'll leave my stop loss at break even for this one. We are right now getting a little move away from the value area low, which does have me a little worried, but yeah, if this gets stopped out at a break even, oh well, we're still in profit for the day. I think the ideal scenario here is that we pump from here. I would like to pump without taking out this low. That would make my short plans up here, valid still, and I think this one specifically up here is a, good idea, so I would like it if we could get a move up without taking out this low. Alright, so we have had some developments that changed my plans here. I did move my stop loss from this long into profit. We were just kind of slowly dropping down here. And yeah, I figured, if we come back down around my entry and things are looking bullish again, I can look for another entry. And I wanted to lock in a little bit of profits with that trade. So it wasn't quite a 0.5% win, but it was a little under it. So that plus my 1.6% win with my short is about 2% win for the day. And now my plans have changed pretty significantly because we have come down to break this low. So market structure now on a lot of time frames looks like this, where we had lower low, lower high, and now lower low. So if structure is going to continue now, then we can expect a lower high to be put in somewhere. And that is pretty much what these plans are right here. These are planning for a lower high. And this is a 4-hour order block. I pretty much went to the highest time frame that I could see an order block on, and it would be that 4-hour candle right there. And I also highlighted the top portion of this order block because of the wicks that we have right here. On the 4-hour and on the 6-hour, this area is just a wick, and a lot of times these can act as a kind of order block as well. So I have that area highlighted inside of this order block. It is also the 786 and the golden pocket from this fib pull, and the point of control of the larger range and also this mini range are coming in at the top of the box. So a good amount of confluence up around this area. I like this highlighted zone in between like 30,145 and 30,300. So this looks like a good area with a lot of confluence. Could potentially be a lower high, but something that we must be aware of is that we have wicked this low on the 6-hour and on the 4-hour, and probably some higher time frames like the 8-hour. But yeah, we have not gotten a close below this level on the 4-hour. I mean, we technically did, but it's barely a close. Usually, you know, if it's that close, you would count it as being an SFP anyway. But we did, oh, I guess the 2 hour closed right with the 4 hour, but the 1 hour closed well below this low. So this actually makes this idea more tricky because since it's a 4 hour SFP, according to the 4 hour, you wouldn't expect a lower high to be put in. You would actually expect this high to be taken out. So that is something that I'm going to be aware of. And really, the only way I would get involved in this area is if we see some other confluence, like a low time frame market structure shift. You know, forming some low time frame market structure as we make our way up here, and then get a break. Then maybe look for a retest. I would really want to see something like that with some clear signs to want to get involved with this because of the 4 hour SFP. And another idea would be this high. We could watch for an SFP of this high now. So pretty much that is my plans for shorts at the moment. I'm not really interested in this as much up here unless we see some kind of market structure shift after making our way up here. So, because we still could just flip this structure back after rejecting from this area, I'll still have it marked out. I still think it's key resistance. But, following structure right now, these are my only short plans. And we also, on the low time frames, have gotten a bullish flipping structure on the 2 minute. We broke the last lower high with a close, and so I have also made a long plan. I couldn't really find much confluence around this 2 minute order block. Pulling volume, there is not really anything there. The point of control is way up here. I would have liked if that was in the middle of the order block, but the 0.5 fib is right there, and this was the only order block that I could see that wasn't really tagged. There is this one up there, which is a bit iffy. I might actually mark that out and let me see, is that the point of control? Because if it is, and it is, then I would be interested in this level as well. Even though we did kind of tag it here, it is just barely. This second candle was just barely in the order block, so we can maybe look at that as well. So those are pretty much my plans at the moment, and it seems like we're getting a little retracement here, so if I end up taking a trade, I'll make another update. Alright, so this is going to be the last update of this video. It's been a full day of trading. Not super eventful. I took, 3 trades today. I did take a short from right up here, and right now I have my stop loss above my entry still. Let me turn off the magnet. But my stop is at just about a break even, somewhere up around this area. Because I would like to stay in this short if I can. I still think it has potential to produce a lower high here. And we did get a move right up to that point of control I was watching. Not the point of control of this range, but of the larger range. As you can see right there, we hit that point of control pretty much perfectly over here. And as we did that, we were forming some market structure on the lower time frames. So on the 2 minute, we did have this structure that I could have watched, and I could have entered on this 2 minute market structure break. But I did take a little more of a risky entry, and I entered on this 1 minute market structure break instead. We did come up for one last higher high. We even SFP'd the high, and then I entered once we broke this low right here. And I was watching this closely. I wanted to make sure that we did get that 2 minute market structure break soon afterwards. So, I was watching this, and if price started, really moving to the upside, I probably wouldn't have waited for my stop to get hit up here. Probably would have closed it out early because I took such a risky entry on a 1 minute market structure break. But we did get that 2 minute break pretty soon after. I took profits down here around VWAP, and yeah, right now I have a break even locked in. So if we continue to dump from here, which I don't know if we will. In fact, I think we switched 2 minute market structure back to bullish, and we did by breaking the lower high right here. So yeah, right now market structure is going against me, but I'm still in this short. It's at a break even, and I had a profitable day, so I'm not too worried about locking in these profits. If it's break even, it's whatever. Alright, so I guess I'll make one more update. It is the next morning. I wasn't going to upload this video last night because, usually when I upload videos at 11 o'clock at night, they don't do too well. So, I figured I would wait till today to upload it anyway, and now I can make an update on the last trade I took. So I have now locked in 2% from this trade, and I still have like 1/3 of it open, give or take. So I still got a decent amount left in this. I still think there's a chance that we continue lower to kind of continue this downtrend here. But yeah, anyways, I locked in a good profit from this trade as well. So all in all, with all three trades, I locked in about 4%. I got another, 2% unrealized right now. So yeah, overall good day of trading. So thank you everybody for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. Really appreciate the support. And I will see you all in the next video.